Most people recognize this coat pretty easily. but he is part of the 6th Regiment, so that's kind of denoted by the cuffs and collars on his uniform. So each of the British units have different cuffs and collars at this time period, and at this time period they have 104 different numbered ones, as well as but you're probably thinking what he's wearing is very, very silly. He's got a bright red coat, bright white pants, shooting here X's in the middle of his chest, telling you exactly where to aim and fire, as well as that tall, goofy looking hat. You think this is super silly to be wearing on a battlefield, so I think that's a bit more camouflage to be better. But what he's wearing actually comes down to the weapon itself. So I'll come up and show you now what he's holding. So funny enough, he's actually carrying the American musket, so this is the American Springfield musket. The British are carrying the brown vest at this time period, so they typically look different, but they work the exact same. They're both flintlock firearms and the same firing mechanism. So the way that you get one of these things powering is you put some powder into that pan there. Then you shut that steel prison, cast your weapon out, flies power that round down and strikes that prison, which then hopefully creates sparks, which then hopefully those sparks land in the pan. Hopefully that sparks landing in that pan ignites that black powder in the pan, which then hopefully travels through a small gun inside the gun called the touch muzzle, which then, as you can tell, there's a lot of hopefullys. So this is something these guns are too great, and that would be kind of correct. So we have 3 major issues that comes from using these muskets. The first issue that you're going to have is that even on a perfect day, today's pretty nice, it's sunny, it's not too hot, not too humid, but let's say it's a perfect day. You still have a 30% chance with blank cartridge, prime and load. So you're going to see him throw that weapon inside of his body there, where you can see that cartouche and grab a cartridge. Then he's going to take off and bite off the top of that, sitting out the other part at the enemy and menacingly. He's going to put about a tablespoon of black powder into the pan, put it up, and then put the rest of that down the barrel. When you're doing this, the next step is to use that ramrod, which you do want to make sure to return, because to constantly reload and shoot that gun, you need the ramrod to see that cartridge at the bottom of the breech. So if you leave it in there and shoot it across the field, it does make a great projectile, but it's a little bit awkward to have to walk across and ask for it back to reload. But with that, he's ready to get it going. Make ready. Make ready.
4, 2, 3, 4.
3 set. Fire. Fire load. There we go. We got one set off, and there you can see that thick smoke and how it kind of just stays around a little bit. So no misfires yet. Hopefully we do not get one. But he's just going to reload this on his own time. And you'll notice he has opted to stay standing up. And this is, you know, probably not, you wouldn't think a very great idea. You'd think it's better to maybe drop to the knee or something so you kind of can get some coverage. But they don't want them to do that because it takes a lot longer to load on the knee. And it's a lot faster to do it while you're standing up. So they have them stay, unless you're in some type of specialized regiment. So with that, he's ready to get it going again. Make ready.
2, 3, 4.
3 set. Fire. Okay, so now, here we go, we got a perfect second shot off there. He's just going to take that ramrod out and put it back down the barrel, and you're going to hear a little ding-ish or a thud kind of noise like that. That just means that there's nothing down there and it's completely safe to be walking around with. If you guys have any questions, I'll be happy to answer those. But those who are on the